I wouldn't be surprised if Aljamain got a first round, second round submission.
He's so good though.
He is. He's on isn't he on a win streak right now?
Yeah, like 20 fight win streak.
Yeah. I don't think it's like his time to go right now.
It's not even close. He's totally in his prime.
Yeah.
Did you watch? But Sean O'Malley, he's my favorite fighter to watch in all the UFC right now.
Yeah.
Easily.
I would say Sean O'Malley and probably Izzy. I mean, for right now, probably Sean O'Malley.
Yeah.
Sean O'Malley, his striking is crazy good.
It's nuts. And he hasn't even gotten it. He always talks about his grappling, how good his grappling is, but he's never even had to do it. He's never even gotten to the point where he had to grapple with somebody or defend a takedown because he's just beating the shit out of kids.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the Chrome Sports Podcast. This is a special episode where we'll be going over UFC 273 and the rest of the UFC. I got a special guest with me here.
What's up, Chrome family? I'm Jeremy Soriano.
Yes, sir. All right, let's get right into it.
Let's do it.
So what do you got for us first, Jeremy? I'll let you start.
Let's start off with our 273 predictions.
All right.
Voiceover off.
All right. I'm only gonna do. I'm just gonna do the three main ones, the three guys.
Talking to the mic.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right. For the first one, we got Gilbert Burns versus Khamzat Chimaev.
This is the feature bout.
This is the real main event.
Is this the one you're most excited for?
This is the one I'm most excited for.
I think this will be the best one. I think Gilbert Burns has a shot.
Gilbert Burns definitely has a shot. I mean, he's the number 2 ranked in what division? The middleweight?
Yeah. No,
Welterweight?
yeah, welterweight.
Yeah. He's number 2. Chimaev is number 11. I mean,
This is a risky fight for him to take, too.
this
Him
is
at 2, and he's fighting probably the hottest guy in the division, biggest prospect. And he's like the most dangerous looking at the moment.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He's just gonna smash everybody.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, like I think Chimaev comes out with the win, either first or second round by smash, by TKO, KO.
via smash.
But there is a possibility that Burns like comes out. I mean, he gave Kamaru Usman a fight.
Yeah, he did. He knocked him down in the first round.
He gave Kamaru Usman a fight, and something that people really don't like look at is his jiu-jitsu.
Which he's a world champion in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, I mean,
he's never been submitted.
Never been submitted.
8-0 in submissions.
That's crazy.
And obviously, one of the big things with Chimaev, he's a grappler too, and he just controls people the way he feels like it. And I don't know if he's going to be able to do the same with Burns. If he does, that'll be insane.
Yeah, it's
gonna be
different. I mean, I think it's gonna be like a good striking match too. I mean,
yeah, I hope so.
Khamzat, we haven't really seen like much striking other than when who's that dude that he like knocked out first punch?
I don't know who it was, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
it was like 17 seconds in or something.
Yeah, but like, it's a no name. Like,
yeah,
he hasn't really fought
exactly.
anyone like anyone special.
This is the first big name he's really fought.
Yeah.
What's his name? Zhang Liang.
Yeah, Li Jinglang.
Yeah. He didn't even take him seriously. He picked him up, brought him over to Dana, and just started talking shit to Dana.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
Which was badass. That was so badass.
I've never seen anything. We've never seen anything like that in the UFC ever
Usually,
before.
if you're going to pick him up, you're bringing him to your corner so you can get some coaching.
Yeah.
He brought him right over to Dana and told him he's going to kill him.
Yeah. He just smashed his dude.
And he was so patient, too. He sat down there with him just waiting for his opportunity, and then he got his arm in there under the neck and just choked him out.
Beautiful grappling.
It was a work of art. And Burns can bang, too.
Yeah, he definitely can bang.
Yeah.
These two guys, they're both really strong.
It's going to be really exciting.
Yeah, it is going to be really exciting. All right, so I want to talk about Jan and Aljamain next. Personally...
Let's get the backstory here first because I think it was 13 months ago They fought for the chip. Peter Yan held the belt. Peter Yan dominated for 4 rounds, but then he hit him with an illegal knee, which knocked him out cold. So it was deemed a disqualification, and now Aljamain holds the belt, and he hasn't had a title defense since then. So this is his title defense, and Peter Yan is the interim champion now. He has fought his way back to this position. Aljamain has just been kind of sitting on the throne, just talking shit, even though he didn't really deserve it, which I think a lot of people think.
Yeah,
that.
I think Yan, his fight style is so good. Like, he prioritizes in his striking first.
He does. But he took down Aljamain, who's a wrestler.
Yeah.
He took him down 4 times in that fight.
He prioritizes his striking, but his grapple is actually really, really good. I think it's underlooked. He's very good at everything. But the last time they fought, I wouldn't say Yan was dominating the whole time.
He would have won that fight.
If you look at the stat,
it would have been unanimous if that fight went to decision, yes or no?
Yeah, I think it would have been.
It would have been unanimous for Peter Yan.
That's the thing, though. How Yan fights, he starts off slow. He reads his opponent in the beginning of the rounds, and he progresses. Every round, he just gets better and better. You look at the stats let's look at the stats.
Well, like significant strikes and whatnot.
Yeah. You go on the stats for Yan and Aljamain for the first fight, and I'm pretty sure Aljamain leads in strikes.
Did he?
Yeah, in the first and second round, but in the third, fourth, and fifth, it was all Yan.
My God, yeah.
And you watched that fight?
I did, yeah. I watched it a while ago.
Yeah.
I was watching it live, actually. We were down here playing poker.
Did you see Jan's takedowns?
Yeah, he did a couple trips and shit.
Some judo throws. Those were...
Wait, look, here's the knee. Hold on, let me get it up here.
Yeah. Get that on there.
Here's the illegal knee. So you're not allowed to knee a downed opponent. So if Aljamain has his knee on the ground, you cannot knee him in the head. Knee or kick him in the head. And look how brutal that was.
Yeah, I mean...
Look at this. That was clearly illegal.
Yeah, granted, he got kneed in the dome, but, look how he's reacting.
Did you hear, after he was kind of, laying on... He's like, it feels better down here.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Which is Jesus.
Give that man an Oscar. That's all I gotta say. Give that man an Oscar.
That was such a big mistake, too.
Yeah, that was in his hands.
I think he ended up throwing the belt on the ground after they gave it to him.
He did.
But ever since then, he's been
flexing it.
He has been flexing.
He's been flexing. He's a fake. He's a phony. Like Colby would say, he's a phony Montana. He's a phony Montana. Look
at him. Look at his face. That's pretty cringe right there.
That is cringe. Very cringe.
Dana's kind of disappointed too in the back.
Man. I think the second fight's actually going to be kind of different, though. I mean...
You think so?
How long ago has it been since they last fought?
13 months.
13 months. That's a whole year.
Yeah, that's how long he's been.
And Aljamain hasn't fought since that, right?
Exactly.
I mean, he's... In the first fight, it was clear that Aljamain's main weakness was his cardio.
Mm-hmm.
Towards the end, he was getting really tired. He was getting really sloppy. But he's had a whole year to work on that.
And he's in great shape, too.
Yeah.
I don't know if... I've been seeing him on TikTok, and he's just shredded.
He is shredded.
And he had to lose hella muscle to make weight today.
He was like a collegiate wrestler before he was in the UFC. So, I mean, weight cut is probably super easy for him.
Yeah, weight cuts are brutal.
Yeah. But the second fight, I mean, he had time to work on his cardio. And not just that, did you watch Aljamain versus Sandhagen?
You mean Peter Yan?
No, I'm pretty sure Aljamain versus Sandhagen too. Yeah, before he versed Peter Yan. I'm pretty sure
I did not see that.
He submitted him super quick, I'm pretty sure.
Let's see.
And
Yeah, he did. He submitted him in the first round.
yes, and
Jan beat Sandhagen by decision.
Sandhagen is not bad. He's
no,
really
he is.
good. He's what, ranked?
He's fourth right now.
Fourth right now.
And that's behind Aldo.
Yeah, and Dillashaw. Yeah. But
so who you got?
It's I think it's gonna go into decision. I think Peter Yan's gonna take the dub, but I wouldn't be surprised if Aljamain got a first round, second round submission.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean it's possible. It's possible.
I don't know. I think Peter Yan, he just does a good job of keeping his distance when he needs to.
Yeah.
And like forcing bad shots because of his striking.
Yeah.
So I'm taking Yan. I think I'll take Yan by decision. I'm going to say he loses one round, and that's it.
Yeah, I think he loses one of the earlier rounds when Aljamain is like
when he's collecting data, just figuring things out.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
All right, so let's move into this should be a good fight too, but another heavy favorite, Volkanovski at -700, the Korean Zombie plus 500. Do you think those odds are right?
I mean, they kind of disrespected my boy, the Korean Zombie, a little, but Volkanovski, I mean,
he's so good though.
He is. He's on isn't he on a win streak right now?
Yeah, like 20 fight win streak.
Yeah. I don't think it's like his time to go right now.
It's not even close. He's totally in his prime.
Yeah.
Did you watch the fight versus Ortega?
Oh yeah.
Dominated.
Oh, yeah.
And he escaped.
That was a crazy fight.
I don't think he really lost the round, but in the third round he got knocked down. Like he went for a kick to the body. Ortega caught it and he followed with a straight right and knocked him down.
Yeah.
And then he got on a guillotine right away.
Immediately after, yeah.
And it was tight, dude.
Yeah.
It was so tight. And he just squirmed his way out of it, just toughed it out.
Yeah. And then right after that, he got put in like a tight-ass triangle.
And then he got into a triangle, too,
yeah.
like 20 seconds later. So in the span of like a minute, he's fighting off a knockdown, a guillotine, which was crazy tight. He even said that like the lights were starting to dim.
Yeah, he did say that. And
then a triangle, which wasn't as tight as the guillotine, but still, you don't want to do that right after you just got knocked down and escaped the guillotine.
I'm pretty sure he got put in the guillotine twice.
I think he was close one time, but this time in the third round was really tight. Like,
that's impressive, especially going against like Ortega, who's like really good at jiu-jitsu.
Jiu-jitsu guy, and he's good. He's a good striker too. His striking's underrated.
You saw him versus. He fought Korean Zombie and actually
he beat the
him.
shit out of Korean Zombie, low key.
That was a surprise.
You saw that spinning elbow and knocked him down?
I think that's really put Ortega on the map.
I'm a fan of his. I like the way he fights.
So do I.
I like the way he fights. And
it just sucks that he's not better than like.
I know he's in a bad time.
Yeah.
Because
he
lost to Holloway, which is a bad fight. I mean, it was good because Ortega's he's never gonna give up. Dude got his ass kicked in the Holloway fight and the Volk fight,
bro.
But he was never out of the fight. Like he could always. You gotta be careful because you know something's gonna happen. Like he was already getting destroyed by the time he had that guillotine, and then after that he was getting pummeled on the ground. He laid down there. He was out. He was out when the bell rang.
Yeah, he was.
But they let him up and they continued the fight, and he was still getting his licks in.
Yeah, I'm surprised that even like that fight still went on.
Oh my god, I know. And his face afterwards.
No doctor stoppage for that. That's kind of crazy.
What the fuck's going on here?
Yeah.
You hear that?
Yeah.
All right. I think we're good. So, yeah, dude. Ortega's a tough motherfucker, and Volk, I don't think he lost a round to him. I think he even got a 10-8 one round and just took everything from him.
Yeah. I don't really see Volkanovski losing anytime soon.
Me neither. Hold on.
A little technical difficulties here. We're all good.
Okay, we're good.
We're all good.
We're good. Okay. I might cut that out. But what were you saying?
what was I saying? I don't think Volkanovski's losing anytime soon.
I agree. He's in the middle of his prime right now. If he loses to the Korean Zombie, it's gonna be by knockout. There's no way he's losing to a decision. What the fuck?
It just went away. Yeah.
Yo. Okay. More technical difficulties. All right, but yeah, as I was saying, Volkanovski, he's not losing to a decision to anybody in this weight class except for maybe Holloway, even though he beat him twice.
You don't think Aldo has a chance?
No, Aldo's too old.
You think he's too old?
Yeah.
I mean, when's the last time he fought?
I can tell you right now.
Aldo, man, he used to be the man.
I know. I actually saw him at the Orlando Magic game in Orlando.
That's tough. He used to be the man. I mean,
ever since he got
it's the downfall by McGregor.
Conor, yeah.
Killed his career.
His last fight. Oh shit. He actually fought in December.
Against?
Rob Font.
What was the outcome of that?
He won. He won by decision.
Wow. That's actually tough.
He beat Cheeto Vera in 2020. He fought twice last year. I didn't even know about that.
Well,
I knew that he fought under the Lewis and Gahn card for the interim belt.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, what are your predictions for Volkanovski versus the Korean Zombie?
I think Volkanovski wins by decision. His fight IQ is top tier.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably one of the smartest fighters in the roster right now. I think that he can close the distance very well on a lot of fighters.
And he's a smaller guy.
He's a smaller guy, yeah. But the Korean Zombie is also like
he's a legend in this weight class.
He is a legend.
Yeah.
Everyone knows the Korean Zombie, and everyone knows his fight style.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if that's gonna be good enough for Volkanovski. I mean, he could get lucky.
I think that's the only way he wins. If he's got to get really lucky, which I don't think he will, because like you said, Volk's just got a high IQ. He's not gonna let it happen. So I got Volk by decision here, just because the Korean Zombie, he's got a good chin on him.
Yeah, I don't think it's possible to knock that dude out.
I mean, Ortega knocked him down, like we said, but he couldn't finish
with
it.
a crazy elbow. One of the craziest elbows.
Spinning elbow, dude. That shit was beautiful. That was great. So yeah, I got Volk by decision. Like, this is my most confident pick. If you're betting out there, take Volk by decision. That is the most confident thing I have. If I had $1 million, I'm laying it on Volk.
I don't think I would do the same.
I would. I don't think Korean Zombie has a chance. Like I said, he's got to get he's got to win the lottery. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be the most lopsided fight on this card. Even more than Jan. And I think Jan's going to be pretty lopsided.
Yeah. I guess I could agree with that.
You don't have to. You can disagree.
I could agree with that.
All right, so let me see. Let's get into a fighter I want to talk about is Karafyan.
Yep, that's Izzy's teammate. He's real good.
He is really good. He knocked out Cody No Love in like November. Knocked him out pretty bad too. That's when Sean fought, and then he fought, what's his name? It's hard to pronounce.
That one wrestler. He was like number 2. Askarov.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was really good. That guy, Askarov, he's like a pure wrestler.
Oh my god. And he's got like the way his head is, he's got no chin. So like there was nowhere for him to hit him, but he still got a couple knockdowns.
That fight actually, Karafyan versus Askarov, a lot of people were saying like Askarov might have won that. But
the only reason he could have gotten the win there is the first round he went for a lot of takedowns. There wasn't a lot of striking going on. But Kai Karafyan, he got a couple shots in there, and he also had some crazy defense on some of the takedowns.
Yeah, for sure. I peeped that.
Which they're kind of saying like who won that round. I think I would have gave it to. I still would have gave it to Askarov, but just the way he defended those takedowns, it like in the judge's head, that's like
Yeah.
not a worthy win. And the second round was totally dominated by France. I don't think he got taken down once. That's when he was really defending the takedowns, and he knocked him down almost twice.
Mm-hmm.
So that was crazy. And the third round was he was kind of taking it easy, just trying not to lose the round rather than win it, which was like, but he did end up winning, I think, unanimously.
Yeah, that's a big win for him. I mean, I've been watching him since he was like a low ranking.
Mm-hmm.
I just knew who he was because I watch Izzy a lot, and I know he trains with Izzy, and Izzy really praises Karafyan. He says that he's about it, and he's proven himself. I mean, he's number 2 ranked in flyweight.
Yeah, he jumped up from number 6, I think.
Yeah, and
beating an undefeated fighter, by the way. Askarov was undefeated. Yeah, I think he had 1 no contest, and that was it.
It's possible. Karafyan's next match is a championship fight.
I think so. Figueiredo, he even said he wants him. The champ in the flyweight.
That'd be a good fight. Figueiredo's really good.
Figueiredo, Brandon Moreno.
Those two are.
Karafyan.
They're really good.
They're good. They always bring in entertainment to the fights.
I always
they fought
thought
3 times now. They wanted to do a 4th, but apparently Brandon Moreno was saying some shit that Figueiredo didn't like. So.
See, for the longest time, I thought the flyweight was just like a bunch of nobodies.
Yeah.
And I thought it was just only Moreno and Figueiredo because they were the only 2 fighting for the belt.
They fought 3 times for the belt.
Yeah.
And they were about to do a 4th till Karafyan stepped up and became a big little figure in the
Karafyan could be big.
He's got heavy hands for, what is that, 125?
Yeah.
Heavy hands.
Little boys.
They're
Strong
little
boys.
guys. You never see knockouts, but he's he knocked out Cody No Love bad. Like slept him.
He's there, bro. He can do it. I think he can become champ.
I think so too. I think he will become champ.
I think he will become champ too.
I think he'll be even favorited in that matchup versus Figueiredo.
I don't know.
Well, I'm laying the money on Karafyan just because I like watching him too.
So am I for sure. Karafyan, great guy.
Yeah, so let's get in. Well, since we're in the, we'll go by weight class. So let's go bantamweight. Obviously, Peter Yan, Aljamain, tomorrow night. We both think Peter Yan's going to take the dub there. Yep. And then we got...
What it do?
All right, we're back. Another technical difficulty. But anyway, we're going to get into the bantamweight division. Peter Yan, Aljamain Sterling for the chip tomorrow night. We both got Peter Yan in that matchup. But other contenders, up and coming, Marlon Chito Vera. He's won a couple in a row, even though...
Everyone knows that name for one reason.
Yeah, exactly. Only one reason. I got it on my shirt. And that's because of the Sugar Show.
Yeah.
Because he beat the Sugar Show, which he didn't. I'm calling bullshit.
But if he didn't get hurt, it was easily Sean's match. That was easy.
I think it should have been at least Dr. Stoppage, which it wasn't. It was TKO.
Yeah.
Which is bullshit. But... Yeah. Sean O'Malley, he's my favorite fighter to watch in all the UFC right now.
Yeah.
Easily.
I would say Sean O'Malley and probably Izzy. I mean, for right now, probably Sean O'Malley.
Yeah.
Sean O'Malley, his striking is crazy good.
It's nuts. And he hasn't even gotten it. He always talks about his grappling, how good his grappling is, but he's never even had to do it. He's never even gotten to the point where he had to grapple with somebody or defend a takedown because he's just beating the shit out of kids.
Yeah, Sean O'Malley, his stance is so loose.
And he's tall as hell.
He's tall. He's got
bantamweight.
Yeah.
Like, Peter Yan and Aljamain, they're both, let's say...
5'0".
Yeah. Aljamain's 5'7". Peter Yan is also 5'7". And O'Malley's 5'11".
Yeah. That's almost 6 foot.
Yeah.
For a bantamweight.
135, 6 foot. And he's got knockout power.
Yeah, he does.
And he's knocked out so
and he has
many
style
guys.
too.
Yeah. The Sugar Show.
Yeah, that's what
The
people
shit's
like.
sweet. You know?
He's definitely gonna be a cash cow in the future.
Oh yeah.
Not saying that he's already is a cash cow.
I think he's got one more fight left on his contract. He was saying.
Yeah.
So he's gonna fight under his current contract.
And who do you think that's gonna be?
Now I think. Let's see. I think maybe he could go for a rematch against Chito Vera. I think there'd be a lot of tension in that one.
Yeah.
And that would probably be a feature bout or a co-main.
Mm-hmm.
Might even be. I don't think they'll fight on a fight night. I think they'll do it on a UFC. I don't think Sugar's gonna let
Sugar's
that happen.
not fighting. Sugar's fighting in only pay-per-views.
He's not gonna fight on the Apex.
Yeah.
He's not gonna do that. No more. So yeah, I like. What I want to see the most is Sugar versus Chito Vera.
Chito Vera. I would say the same. That's the fight that everyone wants to see, like a rematch. A lot of people think that Sean won, and I think that Sean won. It's unfortunate that he got hurt.
Yeah.
Another guy that I think he could verse is Dominic Cruz.
Yeah, that's another one.
Dominic Cruz.
He's on the.
Yeah.
He's definitely fallen off his prime a little.
He is, but that would be a good fight for Sugar.
Exactly, and that'll really jump him up in the rankings.
Yeah.
Either one. I think more Dominic Cruz.
I think Dominic Cruz is
because he's a vet.
Is a vet. Yeah, I think he's a legend for the bantamweights. Honestly,
yeah.
He's really good. His technique is one of the best. I mean, that's how he beats most of his opponents. He's not flashy. He just gets the job done.
Yeah, and so yeah, let's move on to the featherweight division, which we got obviously Alexander Volkanovski at the top, which I don't think. So he's beaten number 1, number 2. He's about to beat number 4 in the Korean Zombie. So he beat Max Holloway, Ortega, and he beat Holloway twice.
Yeah, but
by decision.
The second one of them was controversial.
One of them was close. One of them was real close.
He won by split decision in one of them, right?
Yeah, I think it was the second one.
Yeah.
So I'd like to see another rematch. It'll be entertaining. Yeah. Every time Max Holloway steps in the ring, it's entertaining.
This card was actually supposed to be Holloway's fight.
I did see that, yeah. But he had to back out for an injury.
Yeah.
Which I think if all goes to plan and Volk wins, I think Holloway's going to get the next shot. A dark horse in this division, Bryce Mitchell.
I was going to say that too, Bryce Mitchell.
Now, I wouldn't say he's good enough right now to be Volk.
Yeah.
But his style, just taking people down and dominating them on the ground, literally with his jiu-jitsu and wrestling, that would be a tough matchup for any of the top 3, except for Ortega.
Yeah.
I think if Bryce Mitchell were to fight Brian Ortega, that would be like a grappling master show.
It would be, for sure. Who did he fought Barbosa.
Yeah.
His last fight.
Destroyed him.
Yeah. That was a good ass fight.
Beat him 3 rounds to nothing,
and
maybe even a 10-8.
Before that fight even happened, I was thinking Barbosa was gonna win.
I didn't. I knew I had Bryce Mitchell all the way. You saw that twister?
Yeah.
Dude, that twister was elite.
Yeah.
You ever been in a twister before?
No, I haven't. The only times I've seen the twister are when the Korean Zombie did it,
and Bryce Mitchell.
Yeah,
that's the only times it's happened in the UFC.
Yeah.
Those 2 times. And Bryce Mitchell, he doesn't have a fun style. Obviously that's not you want to see people bang, but he makes it he just dominates. Yeah. And it's just kind of like Khabib ground and pound and all that. Yeah. So, yeah, I love watching him, and his personality is hilarious.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. He's a great guy.
After his
little hillbilly guy.
Yeah, he's just he lives on a farm. He trains on a farm, and
that was tough. When I was watching the embedded series,
yeah,
and he was just on a farm, I was like, wait. Isn't this guy supposed to be in the gym?
Yeah, and then he went to his
gym in his barn.
In his barn, he has a corner of his barn that is just.
That was actually so sick.
It is sick. I would love to have that.
Yeah,
that was dope. And he's got tractors and shit.
Yeah, he's just living. And you saw the shorts that he came out with.
Yeah,
the camo shorts.
Because he was bitching at Reebok after he got the twister submission.
Yeah.
He went on the mic after. He didn't answer the question that I think it was DC that DC gave him.
Yeah.
He was just like, Reebok, I got a bone to pick with you. I want some camo shorts, or I'm not wearing any, or whatever. So Venom ended up doing camo shorts. I think they surprised him with it, like fight week.
That's tough.
And then he wore them during the fight,
That's
which was
so
dope.
tough. Yeah, I've never seen camo shorts.
No, and he's like the only one they've done that for.
Yeah, that's
like
that's
all the
so
rest
tough.
of them have been like red, white, green, yellow.
Yeah,
So
he's a great guy too. You saw after his fight, he's like, "I'm gonna donate $45,000 charity."
yeah, to where was it, Arkansas?
Yeah.
And then Dana said he was like, "Nah, don't worry about it. Keep that
Yeah,
money.
that's-
I'll donate."
W for Dana White.
Dana White is a W. Always has been.
W
a
for Dana White and Bryce
and
Mitchell.
Bryce Mitchell.
Great guys.
Bryce Mitchell, he's a rising star in that featherweight division.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on him, everybody. Now, this is probably this next division, lightweight. It might be the best division out right now.
Lightweight. I would say either lightweight or welterweight.
Yeah, one of the two. And so we got Charles Oliveira, who is fighting Justin Gaethje in July. No,
June or July.
It might even be. I'm
Sometime
not sure.
in the summer.
But yeah, that'll be an exciting fight because Charles Oliveira, obviously, he's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black
King
belt.
Jiu-Jitsu.
King Jiu-Jitsu.
Greatest Jiu-Jitsu fighter in the UFC.
Yeah, submitted.
Most submissions in the UFC.
Submitted Poirier, knocked out Michael Chandler. Even, I think, yeah, he got knocked down in the first round too.
He did Tony Ferguson in too.
Yeah.
You
Dude.
saw that armbar, that tight armbar.
But yeah, that armbar was tight, and
It was kind of gross looking at it.
Dude.
I thought Tony Ferguson's lucky that round was had 5 seconds left, or else he was dislocating his fucking arm.
Yeah, dude. And so obviously Dustin Poirier is up there.
Phony.
You think so?
Phony.
Why? Colby Covington says he's a weight bully. Says he should be fighting 170, but he weight cuts to 155.
I wouldn't say that. I mean, Dustin Poirier fought in featherweight.
Yeah, you think so? I don't remember
He did.
that.
He fought McGregor. That was the first time they fought.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they fought in feather, and McGregor absolutely
Oh yeah,
demolished
he
him.
destroyed him.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that was a featherweight, but that was a good fight too.
Yeah, every time
obviously
you've
that was
seen
dominant by
every
McGregor.
time you've seen Dustin Poirier when he's bald, he was
So, and similar to Bryce Mitchell in this division, Islam Makhachev. One of those guys that's just a wrestler, kind of jiu-jitsu, just beat the
Smashes
shit out of you while you're on your back.
smashes dudes.
Smesh.
Smash. You're smash.
This is a Khabib guy. He fights under Khabib's coaching, and you could just see the style is almost the exact same, and they're just so strong.
Yeah. Say Gaethje loses, Islam's gonna get that next fight.
Yeah, but you think
That's
I
gonna
think you think he's got to win one more fight?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Well, who did he just beat? He beat
Bobby Green.
Yeah, but that wasn't a tough fight. I think he's got to fight
He was
someone
supposed
else.
to versus Beneil Dariush though.
They might. I think that's what their plan is now, because Islam was supposed to. They wanted him to take a fight. Dana wanted him to take a fight with Rafael dos Anjos.
Yes.
Like a week or two after.
Yeah.
But he
was like-
declined it.
Yeah.
And now Dana's saying he's got to fight Dariush if he wants a title shot.
That's fair. I mean, I think he deserves a fight, a championship fight now. But
I don't. I think he needs one more because he beat Dan Hooker, which was.
I think that's what really beating Dan Hooker is what really what I feel is put him on.
That put him on the map. Yeah. That was the dirtiest Kimura I've ever seen.
Yeah.
His arm was he was about to rip his arm off.
And the position he put him in
stepping over his head like that.
He couldn't even tap.
Dude. That was just sometimes when they're doing like jujitsu and like they're in a submission and like they're kind of fighting at the same time, but they can't tap.
Yeah.
That shit's scary sometimes.
Yeah.
So.
Did you see that one video of that one guy that got put in the armbar, and like he actually like dislocated his like arm, but he kept fighting, and the referee didn't stop the fight, and he was just fighting with like a flimsy arm.
I didn't realize that.
Nah,
All right, so here's the submission up here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So he's got a hold of the arm now. You see the arm? He's got it, and then now that's locked in. That already hurts him.
Yeah.
And then watch him step over the head.
And that's when Khabib.
That's when it's over.
Yeah.
Look at his shoulder.
Yeah.
It's not in.
Yeah.
It's not in. I don't know how he wasn't.
And you see, like, his other arm was, like, under him. So,
oh,
like,
my God, yeah.
you couldn't really see him tap.
Dude. That was
crazy.
That was an insane performance.
Did you see, like, the video of Khabib coaching him?
Yeah, he was like,
Put it over his head.
Put your leg over his head.
Yeah.
But obviously, it was in Russian.
Yeah.
But dude.
That was good coaching by Khabib.
Crazy. Khabib's the GOAT coach.
Yeah,
He's only... I think he only had that one loss, but it was a decision recently in the in UFC 272. It was a prelim fight.
Oh yeah, one of his boys.
One of his dogs. They ended up losing. I remember because I bet on him.
Yeah.
Because I was like, Khabib's coaching him. I'm gonna bet on him. But he got screwed by a decision, and the ref was letting like glove grabs go, and it was brutal. I was pissed off.
Yeah.
But anyway,
what else? I mean, this class is stacked.
Dude, it is. Yeah.
What do you think is gonna happen with McGregor in the future?
Oh man, I don't know.
What do you think what he wants? What I've been hearing is he wants Kamaru Usman.
I have been hearing that he wants to move up to 170,
and I think he's fucking crazy for that.
Do you think he deserves a title shot right away?
No,
because that division's also loaded.
I don't think he deserves any type of title shot.
Me neither. Not even versus Chandler.
When's the last time he's been in the UFC?
I saw somebody said the last time he had a win in the UFC, Obama was president.
Hey, that tells you a lot. That tells you a lot.
That does tell you a lot. And he's ranked number 9 right now.
Yeah. And his last big win was against who? Cowboy?
Yeah, I think so. I think that was his last win.
Yeah, his last one was against Cowboy. And Cowboy was already, like, kind of old.
And he's fighting soon, too. He's fighting, I think, on 274.
Yeah, respects to Cowboy.
Yeah.
Old-ass dude. But he's out there.
He's a tough motherfucker.
Yeah, and he's not bad either.
No. So, and then we got... So, yeah, we can segue that into the welterweight division.
Yeah.
How did you feel about that Colby Covington, Kamaru Usman fight? Or not Kamaru Usman, or a Masvidal fight?
I wanted Masvidal to win in the beginning.
Me too. But
I knew what the outcome was going to be.
Same.
Colby is a really good wrestler.
Insane wrestler. So, and
to be honest, I think he can beat Kamaru. He can beat Kamaru Usman. He has the ability to. Or he has the potential to.
He's putting up the most fight against Usman.
Definitely the closest to beating Kamaru.
Exactly. Obviously, Gilbert Burns, he knocked him down, but he ended up getting KO'd in the third.
Yeah.
So, but Covington, they called a TKO in the 4th or 5th in the first fight.
Yeah.
But he protested that, and
it's Colby, man.
Yeah, I know.
I used to not like Colby, but he's really growing on to me.
I mean, like, he's an asshole sometimes.
Yeah.
But I can appreciate the way he manages himself.
Yeah.
And he's a good fighter too. So
smart marketer.
Yeah, really smart. Even though he's not making many friends.
Yeah, I mean, who cares though?
Exactly.
No friends.
No friends in the industry.
But he's making money though.
Yeah, and so I think the next guy up in this welterweight division to face Kamaru Usman is Leon Edwards.
Yeah, I don't see that being anywhere close.
You don't think so?
No.
I think it'll be an entertaining fight because Leon Edwards is a very technical fighter.
Yeah, but the same with Kamaru Usman though.
Indeed.
People say Kamaru Usman is our generation's GSP.
Yeah, and he's a pound for pound champ right now.
And it's crazy how he was a wrestler. Like, he focused on wrestling at first, and now he's like he's really good at striking now.
That's that's the key to get to the top, because like Oliveira, jiu-jitsu guy, but he's grown with his hands. Volkanovski, he was a kickboxer at first, but he can manage grappling now. He's really balanced. And just like Usman, he was a wrestler. Now he's knocking out Jorge Masvidal and breaking Colby Covington's jaw.
Oh, yeah.
So that's very telling of the guys that are just on a different level.
Yeah.
They can come in and learn something they're really unfamiliar with.
You think Khamzat's ever going to have the chance to fight him?
Oh, man. If he wins this next fight, he's going to be really close to a title shot.
Who do you think he's got next if he wins this fight?
If he wins this fight,
I would have to say Colby.
That would be the most entertaining fight for sure. And I think I would like that fight, yeah.
Imagine the press conference for that.
Oh, my God. I'll smash you. Shut up. And he'd be like,
yeah, your mom literally named you cum shot. That would be so funny. That'd be hilarious. That would probably be one of the greatest press conferences of all time.
It would be most viewed. It would be like whenever Conor goes into a press conference.
I think that has potential to be like Conor numbers.
Yeah. Obviously, Conor is the best marketer in the UFC ever.
Every time Conor is fighting, there's going to be
main event, no matter what.
At least no matter who he's fighting. People watching.
And so, yeah, I do want to talk about Leon Edwards for a second, because did you watch that Nate Diaz fight?
Nate Diaz versus Leon Edwards?
Yeah.
I watched like some of it, yeah.
That was a fun fight.
That was a fun fight.
Because Leon Edwards, he was putting on a clinic against Nate Diaz. He
was beating Nate
But then
Diaz's
in like
ass.
the fourth or fifth, Nate wobbled him bad. And just pointed at him. He didn't give a fuck. He didn't want to win.
That's the thing about Nate Diaz,
He's a demon. He's just a menace.
If there was like an organization, like a fighting organization, where there was no breaks in between and you just fight for just 25 minutes straight, Nate Diaz would be the GOAT. He'd be the GOAT at it. Or if there was like a match with more than 5 rounds, he'd be the GOAT at it.
Exactly. He never gets tired. He
eats.
He's got blood all over his face, but he's never out of it.
Yeah.
Like the Conor fight when he ended up knocking Conor out. Even though he didn't knock him out, he knocked him down. He was basically out, and then he choked him out.
Yeah.
He was all bloody there too.
Yeah.
So, but
that was a 170 fight too.
Yeah, Nate Diaz, he just likes to shake things up. He just likes to.
He's another.
He just likes to go in, fuck shit up.
Yeah.
Like when he wobbled him. Everybody in the crowd knew it, and he just pointed at him. He knew he could have taken him out. He could have finished him.
He could have.
But Batman. Some people just like to see the world burn.
Yeah.
That's him.
Yeah.
He's the Joker.
Yeah.
So,
he's a great guy. He's definitely one of my all-time favorites.
Yeah. Same. I love watching him.
Yeah, so do I. His fights are always entertaining.
Speaking of him, he wants out. Did you see that?
Yeah, he said he
wants to fight.
He wanted to fight Poirier, and Poirier wanted to fight him, but I guess Dana's fucking something up.
I'd love to see that fight. I think that would be a great fight. Because they're both two tough motherfuckers.
2 old heads, too.
Yeah. And I don't think either one, they'd be interested. If they are taking them down, I think they'd let them get right back up.
Yeah, I think that would be a
slugfest.
Yeah, I think that would be a swing and bang.
So, all right. And now we got Stylebender at the top of the middleweights.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be there for a while.
This middleweight division, it doesn't have a lot of star power. The only person I see now, Robert Whittaker, that fight versus Robert Whittaker, the last fight. It was an fight. It wasn't crazy entertaining, but Izzy won that fight.
Izzy did win that fight, and a lot of people say that Robert Whittaker won.
Yeah,
but I can see why you say that. I mean, Robert Whittaker tried to take down Izzy, and he did take down Izzy, but Izzy defended every single takedown perfectly.
And his striking was
you saw in the fight, he got put in the rear naked choke, and Whittaker was literally wrapped on him while he was standing up, and Izzy found a way to get out of that. He defended that perfectly.
Yeah, and the whole idea of a championship fight is the challenger has to take it away.
Yeah.
He has to take the belt away. He can't just narrowly win the fight. Because if it's tied or teetering, you're not going to... they're gonna give it to the champ every time.
Yeah.
Which I like that unwritten rule where the challenger has to come in and take the belt. He can't just
Yeah.
sit down and win it. You know.
Yeah.
But the next guy up, I think, is Jerry Connier.
Yeah, I mean,
because he beat Derek Brunson, which I think was a horrible fight. Derek Brunson looked horrible. He looked so out of shape. I think that was really embarrassing.
They kind of both
for him.
looked out of shape.
They did, yeah. But dude.
But Cannonier also has fought, like, I'm pretty sure he's fought welter through, or maybe light through heavy.
No, he fought heavyweight before.
Yeah, he's fought heavy through what? Welter?
I think he joined the UFC in the heavyweight. Yeah. So he was in the heavyweight, he lost weight, went down to light heavyweight, which is 205.
Yeah.
And then he went down to 185, and now he's fighting there, and that's where he's found his most success.
Yeah.
So
he's really good at striking, but his striking is just
he's probably the best striker in the UFC.
Probably.
He's number 2 on the pound for pound.
It sucks that he's like in a division with like not that good of competition.
Mm-hmm. The next one.
I would love to see him go up to light heavyweight though. Again,
I think I'd love to see it again too. That was a tough fight against Blauschwitz.
Blazowski.
Whatever it is.
Blazowski.
Jan. And like you could tell the weight difference was a factor.
Yeah.
Because Izzy kind of was getting controlled a little bit.
Sometimes Izzy doesn't even look like a middleweight.
Exactly. He'd be looking skinny sometimes. So
he's really, really skinny, but I mean, he gets it done. He's long.
Oh yeah.
He gets to keep his distance. His kicks
are
crazy.
Are awesome, dude. For being a guy that big, and he's like real tall. And shit,
he kind of like keeps his guard down and like always hits you with some crazy counters. He's crazy accurate.
Oh man, yeah. And a guy in this division who's really up and coming, Sean Strickland.
Sean Strickland, yes.
He's like the Colby Covington of this division, just being an asshole.
I actually do not fuck with that guy.
You don't fuck with him?
But I saw him fight Jack Hermanson. Like, they were in a fight night before, right?
Yeah.
And that was a really good fight.
Was it a 5-round fight? I'm not sure if it was 5 rounds.
Yeah, I don't know, but that was a good-ass fight.
Either way, Strickland didn't lose a round, and one of the judges had Hermanson winning. Which was fucking insane.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't believe it. Nobody could believe it. Like, I'm guessing it was a 3-round fight. So, Sean Strickland, 2 judges had him 3-0, and one of them had Hermanson 2-1. Something's going on there.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, what the hell was that?
Vegas.
Yeah. And Strickland just totally outstruck him. He put on a clinic. So, I think, who's up next for Strickland? You think Costa or Whittaker?
Whittaker and Marvin Vettori are already fighting.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're fighting on 274.
Already?
Really? Yeah, they're one of the main card fights. They're the one before Rose and whatever the other chick's name is. Esparza?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. But what are your thoughts on Darren Till?
Well, I've really never watched him fight, honestly, and he hasn't fought in a while, right?
You didn't see his fight against Jorge Masvidal when he got absolutely rocked?
I did not. No.
I think that's what put Masvidal like back in the conversation.
Yeah. Now Masvidal's he's kind of out of it. He's definitely on the
decline,
on the downslope of his prime.
Darren Till, I mean, I think he can get back up in the middleweight.
He's a funny guy. I like him.
He's a funny guy, and he's training now with Khamzat.
Yeah,
I think those two are a perfect duo for each other.
They're kind of like
it's like
Masvidal and Covington.
Yeah,
like maybe in a couple of years we'll see them fight each other and like
that's a little sketchy.
Match.
That's a little sketchy.
No, it's mad sus.
It is mad sus.
They're just they're planning a big money.
They
fight.
are planning it.
Who knows? That's a conspiracy theory. That they could really be best buds.
Just know. Or we're watching this in the
Chrome Sports podcast, and our guest Jeremy called it first.
Yeah,
they're trying to get that big money fight later on in their careers, setting it up. So, and then now we got. There's really only one person, maybe 2 people I want to talk about in the light heavyweight division.
Yeah,
Jiri Prochazka.
Oh yeah, I think he is next.
I think he's gonna be the champ.
I think he's gonna be the champ too.
First of all, his hair. Are you kidding me?
His hair is ridiculously ugly.
Dude.
But that spinning elbow that he did against that guy that he last fought was fucking insane.
Oh my god, that guy was like kind of already out. Like he was.
Yeah.
He knocked him down a couple times before that. But look at this. This is his hair.
Yeah, look at this dude. Look at this dude.
Look at this. Look at his hair.
What kind of cut is that? What kind of cut is that?
But dude, look at this. Here's the picture of the elbow.
Oh, that's brutal. Who's that on?
Oh, I forget his name.
That was.
But that's just a killer elbow, and he just folded after this.
Yeah.
Just totally folded.
He was out for the count right there.
Yeah, dude. That guy, he's fun to watch too.
He is fun to watch. But like, there's not a lot of competition.
And this division isn't. Yeah, this division there's not.
Maybe if John Jones comes back.
We were just talking about that. John Jones, it's looking like he'll return as a heavyweight.
Yeah.
So that'll be really interesting because he'll jump in the ranks pretty quickly. So I want to get to this heavyweight division, which is also a stacked division.
Yeah.
So we got, obviously, Francis Ngannou at the top. Cyril Gane, who's one of my favorite heavyweights.
Cyril Gane, he's pretty good.
Stipe Miocic, obviously, heavyweight legend.
Legend.
Still at number 2, still in the game. Tai Tuivasa.
He's gonna be there one day.
Dude, he is just lightning in a bottle. He's so fun to watch.
Yeah, he is.
And his little dance and the Shui Vasa.
Yeah.
Curtis Blades. He's a wrestler in that division, but he just knocked out Chris Dawkins he's the number 9.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna get championship status. I mean, didn't he have a chance at the belt? No, he didn't. No, he fought Ngannou.
I think he fought Ngannou. But not for
wrecked.
the chip. Not for the chip. Yeah, he did get knocked out by Ngannou. And obviously we got the knockout king, Derek Lewis.
Derek. So sad to see him lose against
Tai.
Tai.
Oh my god, it was brutal.
That was a good fight, though. Really good fight. I mean, it only lasted so long.
I know. I mean, I bet that to go to distance just because the odds were insane.
You saw my little side bet that little sneaky bet I put on Tai Tuivasa.
What was it? By submission?
No, I had him winning. I had 2 parlays.
Oh,
two of the same parlays, but the only things I changed were Tai Tuivasa and Derek Lewis because I didn't want to see any of them lose.
No, nobody did. No, everybody likes both of them.
Yeah.
Even though Derek Lewis just mean mugs everyone.
Yeah, he does, but he's a good guy.
Yeah,
though.
he is a good guy. And
Tom Aspinall, bro. Mm-hmm. He's up and come too. He's another guy like Tai Tuivasa that's
he just won in England.
It's electrifying. You saw what he did in England, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He lit that place up just like the boy
just
Patty.
Like Patty the Batty?
Patty the Batty.
Who is fat as hell now?
Patty the Fatty.
Patty the Fatty right now.
Patty the Fatty right now, yeah.
So, yeah, and Rosenstruck, I don't know how to pronounce his first name, but he's fighting tomorrow night, too. He's fighting Marcin Tybura. I don't know how to pronounce some of these guys' names, but that'll be an entertaining fight, in the heavyweight. That should shake up the rankings just a little bit, especially in the latter end past Curtis Blades.
Yeah.
Because Aspinall he'll move up. Derek Lewis, Volkov, all them, that might get shaken up by this next fight. Who knows? So,
I think Aspinall should verse Tai, and Tai should verse Aspinall.
It's looking like there's gonna be an interim champ because Ngannou's hurt right now. He's got knee issues, and he's in contract
if there
talks.
Was an interim fight, I wouldn't be surprised if it was Stipe versus John Jones.
That would be a crazy fight.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, that would sell like crazy.
That would. And 2 legends going against each other.
So, but I'm thinking what I'd like to see, maybe not as the interim, but I'd like to see Cyril Gane versus Tuivasa. And I'd like to see. Let's see. I don't know if Curtis Blades versus Miocic, but that could be one of the fights that has to happen. But mostly I'm looking forward to Tuivasa versus Cyril Gane, because I love Cyril Gane. I think he's so technical. He was outstriking Ngannou. That's the reason he wrestled him, because he was outstriking him. He couldn't throw with Gane.
Yeah.
But obviously he ended up getting the wrestling going, and then Gane is bad. Gane's a bad wrestler.
Yeah.
There's no way around that.
Yeah.
So.
Yo, can we take a timeout?
Yeah.
I gotta take a piss.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, we're on to the women's division.
Women's.
So.
See, I don't really know much about the women's.
The only person I know most about is Rose.
I know a little bit of like
Valentina
the hot.
Shevchenko.
Yeah, the hot. I actually know a good amount about this girl, Casey O'Neill, too.
Yeah, I don't know much about her.
Casey O'Neill, I saw her on a YouTube video. I don't know if you know what Tiger Muay Thai is.
I do, that big gym.
Yeah,
it's kind of like outside, kind of not.
Yeah, I saw her try out for Tiger Muay Thai.
That's in Thailand, right?
Yeah, back in like 2018 or some shit like that. And she was actually really good. She was one of like the only girls that were like invited.
Mm-hmm.
And she was really good. I mean, seems that as if she's in the UFC now, and she's ranked number 13. That's correct. Sorry about that.
But yeah, we got ooh, excuse me. We got Rose Namajunas in the strawweight division, the champ, which was she had the cleanest knockout last year
against Zhang Weili.
Against Weili, yeah.
Yeah, Weili.
That shit was so clean. She just took a step in, kicked her right in the chin.
I love Rose. I love watching Rose. She's
just her confidence. Like before the fight, she's like, "I'm the best." She says it a million times before she fights.
She just looks like a badass, and she is a badass.
She is a badass, and so is Valentina Shevchenko in the flyweight division.
If you go in the octagon and you see a bald girl, just know you're gonna get your ass whooped.
Thug Rose.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. And she trains with Usman and Gaethje.
Mm-hmm.
You know she's getting that good training in.
Exactly. And obviously, how about that? The biggest upset in UFC history: Juliana Pena versus Amanda Nunes.
Ooh, that was crazy.
That was nuts. We were at Leo's house, everybody was screaming at the top of their lungs because, like, what's going on?
Yeah.
We all had Amanda Nunes. We're like, why is this happening?
Yeah, I actually wasn't there for that. That was.
You weren't there?
No, that was the same card as Poirier versus Oliveira.
Yeah.
That was crazy. I was not expecting that. I thought Nunes was like, I didn't even know who Juliana Pena was.
Me neither. Now you do.
Yeah, now I do. To. Yeah.
Because now she was talking her shit too beforehand. I don't know if you watched the press conference.
They're in a Contender Series now.
They're gonna do not Contender Series. They're gonna do Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah, Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah. So they're gonna coach the Ultimate Fighter and do the rematch.
That's gonna be that's
later this year.
Two good fighters for that.
Yeah, I mean, Amanda Nunes, she really wasn't ready for what Pena came out with.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't ready for it.
I wasn't ready at all. That was like the craziest thing. Like her hitting those jabs that were kind of rocking her.
Yeah.
I was just like, what's going on? Stop. Like, stop this from happening.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But, all right, it's time to wrap it up. This has been the UFC edition of the Chrome Sports Podcast. Hopefully we'll do it again for UFC, what is it? 274. This has been
Jeremy Soriano.
Special guest, Jukum Jason Schulz. Catch y'all later. Drink more water.
Peace, Chrome.